Chicken say, Coco Lioko, it's so coxy. I swear different. What chicken say, Coco Lioko, it's so fussy. Now every day I tell this. Now every day I tell this. Now every day I tell this. Now every day I tell it. 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 We forgot to get my name on another thing. You are both my case. I'm happy. Are you near? Get my marvelous. Snaka. I'm more than Snaka. You don't get my and you near. Then you have to back on it to see another bit. So what that's what I have to celebrate. Yeah, I do like you see the road, yeah. I do really do it. I feel what I feel. The person like your family, the girl, you are very wrong. But my girl, leave a fool, one chat. I step up on the one and take jacket, bamboo, and you want to say it. And if you need to, let me know. Say one body, you are chill, shaka. Hope your passenger for one Sunday. We call it Sunday. What's the only different? What chicken say? Coco Lioko, so classic. I swear different. What chicken say? Coco Lioko, so fussy. Now every day I tell it this. 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 Oh. You get my mind, I can't take ya. Oh. You pay them ya. Anywhere, catch you anywhere. What they start my hustle through. As soon as they break, if you can't wait, they carry us through. As soon as they break, give me pressure. As soon as they break, give me pressure. Give me back for me to cool my temper. As soon as they break, give me pressure. They break again, that was outside. Somebody they steal and somebody they buy. Somebody they see, but the same person is bad. Now every day I tell it. It's about music. There are crowds in many places. In every community, you know, you can see. So if you see crime, report it. Don't take law in your hands for the right authority. That it can't take your law in. Crime Stopper here for us, bringing safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor, if you see a human talking, I mean you cheche. Do it for your safety. If you see it, don't keep it. You must call to report it. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia. From the center to interior, Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, stopping crimes for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia. From the center to interior, Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, stopping crimes for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Cyan.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia. From the center to interior, Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, stopping crimes for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia. From the center to interior, Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, stopping crimes for all of us.
Yo, hello. I want to talk about violence. More violence is indiscriminate. It can happen for any reason and to anyone. Until we do something to stop the surge of vigilante-side justice in this country, none of us will be safe. My Liberia is Liberia of hope. In my Liberia, it is possible. Violence is not part of my Liberia. Violence leads to property damage, injury, or even death, as we are seeing in recent months in several parts of Liberia, including Monrovia. Talk to people in your community about violence. Stand up against mob justice. Be a community hero. Liberia is all that we have. We must all unite to uphold the rule of law. This is Old Man Sam Sion, your community crime fighting partner. Thanks for listening. This is Old Man Sam Sion.
We want peace in Liberia, peace in Monrovia. We want peace in Liberia.
Randy, why you taking?
I said, darling, you look so worried.
Charles, I'm worried because I don't know where to get stuff for my shop and restaurant.
Oh, come on, man. Haven't you heard about Exeter's Best Price store on Gurley Street and Smart Grove Junction on the Old Road?
Oh, no, Charles. Tell me about it.
Exeter's Best Price store got everything for your shop and restaurant. And the good news is that they have reduced the prices of club beer products and imported beverages. So to keep that graduation party, wedding reception, and whatever occasion jumping till the break of dawn, Exeter's Best Price store is that place for you.
Is that all?
No, they have for the first time introduced on the LIB market Buffalo Revive that comes with 4 different flavors: Cool Blue, Apple Kiwi, Full Red, and Fitness Orange. It's good for athlete and everyone. For wholesale and retail supply, call cell number 0770-617-575. Exeter's Best Price store on Gurley Street and the Old Road Smart Road Junction. We are your cheaper wholesale and retail store.
Exactly. When you want some more, I provide. So we start to talk. Come on, so going deep and deeper. Put it to Ichiki.
One chicken say,
Let's say good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you listening from across Liberia and watching. We want to welcome you to the October 14, 2025 edition of the program from the Print News on Freedom FM 87.9. My name is Wendell Nimna, and I'm here with Esther Daco. Esther, good morning and welcome.
Good morning, Wendell. Good morning to all of us listening this morning. It's good to be here again on Tuesday.
All right, it's good to be here, and we are here this morning to run you through stories making headlines in the print media. Today in our studio, we have the Daily Observer and the Front Page Africa newspaper. But first, we'd like to give it up for our sponsors, Crime Stopper Liberia, Exeter's Best Price store on Gurley Street and the Old Road Smart Road Junction, and Mayuba and Sons Incorporated. Esther, we will do something unusual. Let me just squeeze in this announcement from one of our followers who lost his sister-in-law. So he have asked that we do this for him. So we'll just chip in this announcement here quickly. The Piamwe, Pano, and Smith families announces the funeral arrangements and homegoing for their daughter and sister, Aaron J. Piamwe, as follows. On Friday, October 17 at 9 a.m., her body will be removed from the St. Philomena Funeral Parlor in Vincenttown, Pearl River, Bowman County, and taken to the Broadville Chapel of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints for wakekeeping and funeral services. Wakekeeping and funeral begin at 10 a.m. to 12 noon. All tributes will be paid during the wakekeeping, except the families and church exclusively for the funeral. Interment will follow at the Jatondo Town Cemetery opposite the VOA junction towards the NASCOP Estate, Broadville, Montserrat County. The last and final family meeting is scheduled for today, Tuesday, October 14, at 3:30 p.m. at the family home on Capper Street, opposite the Greater Vision School in the borough of Newport. The families wish to express their deepest thanks and appreciation to friends and sympathizers for their calls and visitation during this time of bereavement. May the Heavenly Father richly bless and prosper you all. This announcement was brought in by Marcellus Piamwe Jr., brother, John Clay of the International Bank, brother, and Mrs. Joab Maid Sayan, sister, for and on behalf of the family. Well, folks, again, we want to welcome you to the Tuesday presentation of the program from the Print News. Those of you who are watching, please help us and share the live. And don't just watch or don't just like. Drop a comment. It's important that you drop a comment and let us know where you are watching us from. All right, so we are about to begin with the reading of the dailies in our studio. Let's begin with the front page Africa top stories. Resuming diplomatic mission. Jetty appointed Honorable Council of the Slovak Republic. Bold reform agenda. President Bouaka and Chief Justice Wese push for sweeping judicial reforms and integrity at the Supreme Court opening. And improving employees' welfare. ArcelorMittal Liberia strengthened staff welfare with expanded housing renovation in Buchanan and Yekepa. That's good news. You know, you're supposed to do more than this, because what you people are taking out of this country is more than what you are giving back. So at ArcelorMittal, you need to do more than this, all right? Because what you are taking from us is more than what you are giving back to us. So let's get to this one. It says CBL, that's the Central Bank of Liberia, acknowledges 1% drop in growth rate, expresses optimism of exceeding 2026. Is it 2025? Okay, I think it's 2025 projection amidst boast in key sectors, confirming the IMF data. Based on the analysis, we adjusted the growth projection for 2025 from 5.6% to 4.6%. We agree with them, but based on the data, we are seeing huge movement in those sectors. We are very much assured that we can exceed the growth projection for 2025 in the critical sector of the economy. There is an increase in gold and rubber production. But when these estimates were made, there was a subdued projection in terms of more movement within the private sector. But what we are seeing is that the projection has been doubled. So when the data is reviewed, we believe that we can exceed the growth projection. Henry F. Samoa, Executive Governor, Central Bank of Liberia. Let's run few lines for you. Very interesting. Let's run few lines. The Central Bank of Liberia has acknowledged a 1% drop in Liberia's economic growth rate, aligning with recent projections from the International Monetary Fund, IMF. However, the bank remains optimistic that the nation's economy will surpass the IMF's revised growth target for 2025, borne by strong performance in key productive sectors. The IMF had recently downgraded Liberia's 2025 growth forecast from 5.6% to 4.6%, citing persistent structural bottlenecks, governance challenges, and limited competitiveness. Despite the downgrade, CBL Executive Governor Henry Samoa expressed confidence that current economic data point toward a stronger rebound than projected. Based on the analysis, we adjusted the growth projection from 2025 from 5.6% to 4.6%. We agreed with them, IMF, but based on the data, Governor Samoa said, we are very much assured that we can exceed the growth projection for 2025 in the critical sectors of the economy. There is an increase in gold and rubber production, but when these estimates were made, there was a subdued projection in terms of more movement within the private sector. What we are seeing now is that the projection has doubled. So when the data is reviewed, we believe that we will exceed the growth projection, he added. IMF downgrade and CBL response. The IMF's recent review urged the Liberian government to sustain reform momentum under the Extended Credit Facility (ECF) program and tackle long-standing weaknesses that have constrained inclusive growth. Growth is projected at 4.6% in 2025 and 5.4% in 2026. Medium-term prospects remain favorable, with GDP growth expected to stabilize at 5.5%, assuming full and timely implementation of the ECF-supported reform program, the IMF stated. The fund also emphasized the need for continued fiscal discipline, improve financial sector stability, and structural reforms to curb corruption and enhance competitiveness. CBL's optimistic outlook. Despite acknowledging the IMF's conservative outlook of Liberia's economy, the Central Bank of Liberia remains optimistic that the country will exceed its 2025 growth projection. The bank attributes this confidence to visible improvements in key sectors such as mining, agriculture, and private enterprise development, all of which have outperformed earlier expectations. Executive Governor Samoa said sustained increases in gold and rubber production, coupled with renewed private sector dynamism, are driving stronger economic activities across the country. When these new data are taken into account, we are confident that Liberia's growth for 2025 will outpace current projections, Samoa told Front Page Africa during the reading of the October 2025 Monetary Policy Communique adopted by the bank's Monetary Policy Committee on Friday. The CBA reaffirmed its commitment to maintaining macroeconomic stability and aligning monetary and fiscal policies with the goal of promoting sustainable and inclusive growth. Well, folks, we'll stop you right there and jump to more stories. Keep watching and sharing the live, folks. Please drop a comment on our live field. Please do that. Citizens in Liberia's capital beg for quiet as Environment Protection Authority promises crackdown on noise pollution. Yeah. Buy an orange car, buy an orange credit, buy a data, the thing that can be causing. It's embarrassing all over the country. There you got generator.
Reason because I moved to a more quiet environment, so I really don't hear that anymore.
So even say buy a res, says it out for
very early in the morning. They will put it on even in where people renting, they will put it on their post because they're selling things in the house. Buy a chicken feed, buy a so annoying.
Well, let's read few lines from this story. It's very interesting. Noise in Monrovia. Excessive noise can damage the inner ear, commonly known as the eardrum. You're listening. That the environmental specialists are telling us. Excessive noise can damage the inner ear, commonly known as the eardrum. It affects people with hypertension, high blood pressure people, can lead to sleep deprivation, and interferes with concentration and learning. Who is saying this? Nick Benetto Gold, a Liberian environmental health expert. School kids need to study. Working people need to sleep. Market women's ears need protection from loud sounds. Sick people need rest and peace of mind. Say no to excess noise pollution, which is against the Environmental Protection and Management Law and the Public Health Law of Liberia. Dr. Emmanuel Yakpawolo, Executive Director, Environmental Protection Agency. My peace of mind matters more than the distance. I can have a long day at school and work, but when I come home to a peaceful environment, that is okay by me. I did not know the value of peace of mind until I moved here. My mind is more productive. Richard Toby, 21-year-old university student and resident of Dixville. Let's take a few lines and then we send controls to Esther to bring us the Daily Observer newspaper. At 3 a.m., Richard Toby finally opened her books. The 21-year-old university student had learned that her densely populated neighborhood of Lapasi, with more than 160,000 people, was only quiet enough for her to study in the middle of the night. Video clubs blasted matches past midnight. Vendors shouted into megaphones, and food sellers claimed pans and coal fires right outside her window. Rechinan's struggle was not unusual. Across Monrovia, residents endure relentless noise pollution day and night, from churches that shake neighborhoods with all-night worship to roadside sellers who loudspeakers and generators that hum over entire blocks. Even at 3 a.m., I could hear drunk lovers fighting in the street, Regina says. Sometimes I stay on campus late just to escape the noise. As Monrovia's pollution has swelled in recent years, so has the city noise. Experts warn that non-stop noise is more than just annoying. It harms health, disturbs sleep, and makes it hard for students to learn. Though Liberia has laws to limit the noise, enforcement has been real until now. The new Bwaga administration and the Environmental Protection Agency says it will finally crack down. The agency recently tested its authority in a high-profile case. In May, it fined telecommunications company Lone Star Cell MTN $15,000 after residents of Congo Town complained for years about the company's generator. Officials said noise levels far exceeded World Health Organization limits. Lone Star is contesting the penalty in court. Emmanuel Yakpawolo, head of the agency, said at the recent press conference in a Facebook post that the agency will soon begin regulating loudspeakers in public spaces. School kids need to study. Working people need to sleep. Market women's ears need protection from loud sounds. Sick people need rest and peace of mind, he wrote. Say no to excess noise pollution, which is against the Environmental Protection and Management Law and the Public Health Law of Liberia. Health experts are backing the government's actions, warning that the health impact of noise pollution can be severe but are often ignored. Excessive noise can damage the inner ear, commonly known as the eardrum, said Nick Benetto Gold, a Liberia environmental health expert. It affects people with hypertension, can lead to sleep deprivation, and interferes with concentration and learning. Well, folks, we will stop you right here and send controls to Esther to bring us the Daily Observer newspaper.
Right. The Daily Observer newspaper is right here this morning on my desk, and the top story we see here says Chief Justice Wednesday to audit predecessor orders GSC to audit the former Chief Justice Yo's 3-year stewardship of the judiciary. Well,
Look at that.
I'm telling you, let's go to page 10 of this paper and see this story here. It says Chief Justice Yami Kwekwe has authorized the General Auditing Commission to conduct an audit of the stewardship of former Chief Justice Siane Yo bench, though Justice Wednesday served 3 years from 2022 to 2025 as Associate Justice on Yo's bench. He said the potential audit is far from witch hunting, but consistent with promoting the integrity of the judiciary and in line with international best practice. Wednesday was nominated by former President George Weah, confirmed by the Senate in September of 2022. As Associate Justice, Justice Yo was also nominated to the helm of the Supreme Court by the Weah-led administration and subsequently confirmed by the Senate in September of 2022. Wednesday was nominated and confirmed in August of this year by President Joseph Boakai as Chief Justice following the statutory retirement of Yo, who turned 70. Justice Wednesday announced the audit of the Yo's bench on Monday, October 13, during the official opening of the October 2025 term of the Supreme Court. According to Wednesday, his administration on September 4, 2025, invited the GSC to commission an audit of the immediate past administration stewardship. The judiciary, one of the 3 branches of government, has operated without financial oversight, raising concerns about mismanagement and misconduct. While defending his quest for the audit of Yo's bench, Wednesday openly declared that we deem it proper to do so for the sake of the record. Because in this country, the general notion is that everyone who serves in government is corrupt. Wednesday also disclosed that he has instructed all judges and magistrates who have not declared their access to do so within 30 days or face administrative consequences. This is my administration's effort to reform, improve, and restore the integrity of the judiciary, Wednesday noted. Commenting on the recent Civil Service Agency personnel verification and credentials audit of staffers of the judiciary, the Chief Justice indicated that personnel on our payrolls are available and their credentials aligned with their duties and their compensation are commensurate with their qualifications and experiences. According to him, the audit was performed on a pro bono basis. The civil service team has already completed the central office of the judiciary in Montserrat County and submitted its report to the administration on September 22nd, 2025. He said, I can therefore say without fear or contradiction that some of our staff were totally out of place. The exercise, he said, revealed gross disparity in salaries and benefits. For example, the chief clerk of the Supreme Court, who is a high-ranking staff next to the court administrator and the counselor at law, earns far less than many subordinate but favor staff who perform minor duties, he emphasized. Some of the staff of the judiciary without any justification had their salaries and benefits raised far above their bosses and colleagues doing the same job with the same qualifications. Some bosses even 7 times higher paid than their immediate deputies be tolerated in spite of ongoing negative social media propaganda, Gwense maintained. According to the Chief Justice, the correction or reclassification of this process has commenced under the watchful eye of the CSA. People who are not accounted for have been blocked. Staff far beyond retirement ages have been notified that their employment will not extend beyond December 31, 2025, Wednesday openly announced. In response, the president of the Liberia National Bar Association, Councillor Bono Mvama, lauded Chief Justice Wednesday for what he described as bold court. Councillor Mvama said the audit of the judiciary, particularly at a critical juncture when the Bwaka administration is ensuring the full implementation of the Judicial Financial Act, will ensure transparency, strengthen public confidence, and ensure accountability in the management of judiciary resources. We leave it there and look at more story. This is a retraction and apology. This is on page 3. I don't know what this is about. Retraction and apology. Let's see if you got anything else that has been added. The Daily Observer wishes to retract the article titled Senator Snow accused of shading Ghanaian company authorized by Abednego Davis and published on the Front Page Africa on September 29, 2024 edition. The article quoted Councillor A. Niwapudike of the lawyers one of the lawyers representing Activa International Insurance Company, who had alleged that Senator Snow had acted as an agent for Citadel Mining and used his influence to shade the company from meeting its legal obligations in Liberia, which attribution have since been refuted by Councillor Niwapudike. The Ghanaian company has reportedly fled the country after being found guilty in a case that worth nearly $500,000 United States dollars. According to the article that quoted the incident in a debit court for Montserrat County. A dispute began when Activa facing potential arrest if it failed to pay US $430,920 as per a judgment from the debit court for Montserrat County on July 14, 2025, posted a US $750,000 indemnity bond for Citadel Mining Services. Citadel Mining, a subcontracted Ghanaian company operating in Bombay County, failed to meet the court's judgment, leading Activa to face repercussions. We deeply regret that the story misrepresented the facts and attributed statements to Councillor Niwapudike without sufficient verification. Niwapudike had categorically denied making the statements attributed to him in the article. The Daily Observer acknowledges that the publication of this article has caused unwarranted reputational harm to Senator Snow. We read the story window. We extend our sincere apology to Senator Snow for the distress and inconvenience accused or caused by the publication. The Daily Observer primary responsibility is to give readers accurate information. To do that by acknowledging our mistakes quickly and transparently, we build on the fundamental trust. Well, that's what it is. And victims in Rappersport phase relocation. Wow. I mean, when the water is just right by the houses. It's not easy. But let's see some lines from here. We're going to take just a couple of them. It says thousands of floored. And then it says Rappersport, Grand Cape County. One quiet night in Crewtown last year, Rebecca Law woke to a cold water above her knees. Within minutes, the floor had invaded her home, swallowing everything, including the mat on which her son, who has cerebral palsy, lay. She resettled in Popo Town, hoping for safety, but disaster struck again earlier this year, flooding her new home and destroying the little she had rebuilt. Ule is one of thousands of residents in Ravensport, particularly in Crewtown and Fanti Town, who authorities say must relocate. The authority says it is in the best solution for a recurring nightmare. The county authorities have provided around 25 acres of land between Sembihor and Latia to relocate communities at higher risks of flooding, said Aaron Sambola, Grand Cape County Development Superintendent. The authority says the floods, which affected at least 15 communities, are caused by sea erosion and garbage, both locked and are essential, commonly referred to as the bottom of where Lake Piso, Liberia largest lake, meets the Atlantic Ocean. Sea erosion in coastal Liberia is driven by rising sea levels, increasing temperatures, and heavy rainfall. A 2017 climate risk profile found that for a 1 meter rise in sea levels, Ravensport, Buchanan, Monrovia, and other places will be underwater, losing US 250 million. Wow. Well, let's leave it there and look at this. Overpass breaches project kicks off. Okay. And where is this going to be done, Wendell?
The Tottenham Boulevard.
Okay. Let's bring it to the back page. I think so far these are all of the stories. At the back page is just Victoria. We see Central Bank of Liberia releases monetary policy communique following MPC meeting. This is at the back page, and we have just the Victoria. So far, so good. We know these are all the stories.
Thank you very much. Let's bring on our weather report, man, quickly. But before we do, let's just recap. Before we get to our weather report, man, Suleiman Tunis is ready to give us the weather report for today. And so let's recap those stories we brought you quickly, and then send controls to the United States. Top stories on the front page: Africa resuming diplomatic mission. Jetty appointed Honorable Council of the Slovak Republic. Bold reform agenda. President Waka and Chief Justice Wisi push for sweeping judicial reforms and integrity at the Supreme Court opening. And lastly, for top stories, improving the employees' welfare. ArcelorMittal Liberia strengthens staff welfare with expanded housing renovation in Buchanan and Yekepa. And CBL acknowledges 1% drop in growth rate, expresses optimism to exceeding 2025 projection amid boost in key sectors, confirming the IMF data. And citizens in Liberia capital beg for quiet as Environment Protection Authority promises crackdown on noise pollution. Noisy Monrovia. And that does it for the front page. Africa, the Daily Observer, Chief Justice Wisi to audit predecessor. Others, GSE to audit the former Chief Justice used 3 years stewardship of the judiciary. And retraction and apology is another caption. Overpass bridges project kicks off, and thousands of flood victims in Ravensport face relocation. The back page, CBL releases monetary policy communicate following MPC meeting. Well, that's it from the papers. Let's send controls to Tunis to bring us the weather report for today. Tunis, good morning and welcome.
Good morning, Wendell. Good morning, Esther. You guys looking nice and beautiful over here.
Wow. Thanks.
Thank you.
Over here, we're just waking up, getting ready to go to work, but I have to do the weather report. Today, weather report says this morning, you've been experiencing sunshine. But as the day progress in the afternoon, rain expected this afternoon, light rain from 2:30 to like 4:30, you'll be experiencing light rain. Okay, and tonight is a little bit okay. It's going to be just like this afternoon, but don't worry about tonight too much. It just when the rain will come, but it will come way by 12 o'clock a.m. And that time, most of you will be sleeping. Tomorrow, Wednesday, almost like today, you wake up with a lot of sunshine in your faces and light rain in the afternoon. But don't worry about those rain. It's not rain that lasts. Same thing like 2:30 to 4:30 around that area. You experience light rain at that time. You're already in your offices or in class or something like that. So it's not too much good weather. It's Thursday. You should be a little bit worried about because I'm seeing heavy thunderstorm. Heavy thunderstorm on Thursday, but it might change because weather sometimes it can be pushed away from the area you think, and it push away far distant. But as I see it, Thursday and Friday they are not too good. Thursday and Friday, but today and tomorrow I know you experienced a lot of sunshine this morning and this evening.
Oh yes, it's kind of stunning out there.
Right. So, but it's not going to stay like that. When you leave from here by 2:30, the sun will run away from you and it will last. You're going to experience light rain and clouded weather will be over Monrovia. So the sun not going to last. Even I know it's humid and the weather is about 82 degrees, but it feels like 88. Mostly cloudy today. In the afternoon, you're going to experience light rain from 2:30 to 4:30. You experience that light rain. Wednesday, almost the same as today. Thursday and Friday is the one we got to wait till Wednesday, tomorrow. Let's see how the weather will unfold itself. Because most of the time, it can change before the day reach.
Yeah.
But as it is today and tomorrow, you're good to go. Okay? Yeah, thank you again for hosting me. And that's about it.
Thank you to our weatherman there from Staten Island, New York City, Suleiman Hashim Tunis. Thank you very much for always, bringing us the weather report. We hope to catch up with you tomorrow morning.
Right.
Okay. Good day to you guys.
You too. Let's take our break, folks. Let's take word from our sponsors. When we come back, we jump into our talking points. Too many interesting things to talk about this morning. And get into our talking points.
We want peace in Liberia, peace in Monrovia.
Hello. I want to talk about violence. More violence is indiscriminate. It can happen for any reason and to anyone. Until we do something to serve the search of vigilante-style justice in this country, none of us will be safe. My Liberia is Liberia of hope. In my Liberia, it is possible. Violence is not part of my Liberia. Violence leads to property damage, injury, or even death, as we are seeing in recent months in several parts of Liberia, including Monrovia. Talk to people in your community about violence. Stand up against mob justice. Be a community hero. Liberia is all that we have. We must all unite to uphold the rule of law. This is Old Man Sam Sion, your community crime fighting partner. Thanks for listening. This is Old Man Sam Sion.
We want peace in Liberia, peace in Monrovia. We want peace in Liberia.
Randy, why you taking?
I said, darling, you look so worried.
Charles, I'm worried because I don't know where to get stuff for my shop and restaurant.
Oh, come on, man. Haven't you heard about Exodus Best Price Store on Gurley Street and Smart Grove Junction on the Old Road?
Oh, no, Charles. Tell me about it.
Exodus Best Price Store got everything for your shop and restaurant. And the good news is that they have reduced the prices of club beer products and imported beverages. So to keep that graduation party, wedding reception, and whatever occasion jumping till the break of dawn, Exodus Best Price Store is that place for you.
Is that all?
No, they have for the first time introduced on the LIB market Buffalo Revive that comes with 4 different flavors: Cool Blue, Apple Kiwi, Flu Red, and Fitness Orange. is good for athlete and everyone. For wholesale and retail supply, call cell number 0770-617-575. Exodus Best Price Store on Garland Street and the Old Road Smart Road Junction. We are your cheaper wholesale and retail store.
Exactly. When you want some more, I provide. So we start to talk. Come on, so going deep and deeper. Put in thought to each chicken.
Putting talk to eat chicken and building that living sense. Esther, I just came across something here, but relative to what we spoke about yesterday, the issue of mob justice. All right, the incident that took place involving the guy who they said attempted to steal a motorbike. All right, we've been told that the police authorities have arrested 6 persons in connection to the incident. Good. And they are calling on the public to help them in identifying the others. Look, this country, all kind of thing happening in Liberia now. Esther, you go on the social media, if the army not fighting police, LDEA will be fighting immigration. And then when you go on the other side, what kind of country is this? It's getting so scary, that people who are supposed to be protecting us are fighting amongst themselves. These guys need to be taken back to the academy. I'm telling you, because where you will have security force, we agree that sometimes, tongue and cheek and
you can have misunderstanding. But for the respect of the country's
exactly,
you'll be able to handle it.
And all of those, you're not
the only ones. Even when the movies we can normally watch, you can see sometimes in the movie where when the case gets to a point where the FBI or whoever has to take over, they can be mad. You can see sometimes you can see little exchanges,
but they don't fight.
They don't get hot like that.
Yeah, they don't throw blows.
You gotta respect your friend. If your friend is above you, the respect has to be given.
Yes. Because
as simple as that is.
Those guys, for me, they don't deserve to be in the force, because you are now a disciplined person. All of those videos that we see going viral, all of you are supposed to be dismissed.
Right.
Because in the public, police officers, law enforcement officers fighting amongst themselves, and you have civilians there videotaping them.
Right. Like what the incident that happened was it the beginning of this year?
Yeah.
That happened around the Pinsfield belt there.
Yeah. The army and police
flocking police officers right in the midst of citizens. I mean, it doesn't even speak well for you. I don't know who's heading the army window, but that person really needs to start taking drastic action with their people. When they have issue, channel it with their bosses. You cannot take the law in your hands. You're wearing the country flag. You should respect the country.
2 police officers were in a face fight.
Imagine that.
Can you imagine that? 2 police officers.
It happened in one of the counties again. They fought over food. I think one person died in the process.
For people, I think people bone business or chicken bone. Something they said. Chicken feet. Yeah. Chicken feet.
Imagine those kind of things. And you have the citizens, civilians are there videotaping you guys.
What we call Jordan. That Jordan, they fought over. Jordan.
Can't play with my Jordan business.
Seriously. They didn't want someone, let her eat that and want y'all go for it over. My man,
I'm telling you,
as I want to see the thing, I say, hey, because the force when you are a bad person. Look, when you are a bad person and you go on a training, you got to be transformed. So if you are not transformed, it means you don't deserve to be in the force.
Exactly.
Because it's a discipline area.
It's a discipline area, almost like the guys who can fight in karate.
Yeah.
Who learns how to kill human beings, literally.
Yeah.
Martial art.
Yeah.
Do you see them passing in the street killing people? They are disciplined.
No.
So why can't a force, that serves the country, can they have the same kind of discipline?
Wearing a flag, can you imagine? Not to say they're fighting on training base.
Are they even going through their training?
That one is a different thing.
Even graduate from there?
Yeah,
that kind of stuff in them.
That one,
you're supposed to break them there.
Yeah, because these are the things that the instructors will tell you. That look, that's that I remember my days in the military when we were taking training at the Tottenham Military Academy. They told us that look, this is a disciplined institution. So when you leave from here, what you learn is what you're gonna demonstrate in the public. But all of our guys who went to the police academy, they got all of the training about how to go about demonstrating or exercising their constitutional functions. We see them today in the street fighting, immigration and policemen fighting. Immigration and LDEA men fighting, police and police fighting, fire service men with one day for police, army men and police fighting. What's that?
That's what I told somebody, Wendell. Most of the people, I don't know, the process they go through. It's like you so desperately need a lot of people to join the force that even if they're not qualified, they do not pass the Vera test. You still have to incorporate them because most of these guys, when they're not there, with their full heart, they're not passion driven, and all of that. These are some of the factors.
Yeah.
Most of them feel like life is filling them.
Yeah.
They got nowhere else, no way to handle their
so
life.
They want to go.
They go and join the force. And that's why you should discipline them there before you even bring them out here.
The force is not like that.
No, it should not be.
It's a professional place.
Right. You must have the passion. You must want to serve before you go there.
Exactly. You can't go and get all the training you got from the academy and you come in the public.
They can even they get crushed in a half for somebody to go join. But that's what they do. So at the end of the day, they join and they come for you in the community.
Some of them say, oh, the police not giving us uniform, the people not giving us. So you must keep yourself dirty. The little one you have, why don't you shine it? Keep it clean.
If there's a possibility for you to buy something, buy it. We were wearing color clothes here. How much money we making? You have to buy clothes.
You got to buy clothes. So because my office, I ain't making much money. So look, let me tell you something. In this country, when you cut your coat according to your measurement, you will not go through some of the problems you're going through. No, but some of you want to live above your income, which is very terrible. The little you have, you manage it.
That's what corruption.
And in the country, you get small money and you just waste it one day and tomorrow again.
No,
yeah. Sometimes you gotta save. You got to save.
They gotta make that money to go pay their susu. So anyhow.
So you see some of them, they look so filthy in the uniform.
Yeah. And that's where people disrespect you because why police officer will be looking shabby and he want to tell me what to do. I mean, some people got that kind of ego. I mean, like. They got their money, they're driving their car, and you looking all sloppy up, then you won't tell them, back here, do this, do that. I mean, sometimes you're supposed to listen to him because he got the flag, but then you make the person reduce you. Your appearance matters a lot.
Police officer, you're going to do a piece of job. You wake up in the morning.
How you
fresh up yourself.
It's very
when
important.
You appear out
before
there.
You even speak
sometimes your clothes is just fitted up. Your shoes not even properly shine.
Nothing.
I mean, some people are just careless. They just they are just filthy. Some people they didn't even know that the job I'm doing, I'm supposed to be speak and spank. You got to be a public spectacle for moral excellence. That's why.
No, right?
Yeah. you think you seriously? People ask people that knew me when I was in the military because I was a military police officer. All right. So now, military police officer. I'm there to tell the other police or the other army people, you dress properly, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. Then I said, who telling them I'm not properly attired? You think they will respect me? No,
they will not.
So it's serious. I mean, the immigration boss, Connor Coleman. All of the para security, how we call them, the paramilitary guys, right? A lot of you guys need to take these guys for what we call You need to call them to base and put some sense into their heads. Because what we are seeing is scaring. Oh, you know what it means when the security people are fighting amongst themselves? That alone shy away investors from coming into the country, because the investor will be depending on you to come and protect them. But you say you are not protected. You are fighting among yourselves. So who would want to come invest when the security apparatus are in disarray? Everybody, you wake up in the morning, immigration man, police now in the face fight, AFM man, police, LDEA man, and police. And the guys will not learn. No. They will not learn. They continue to do these things. Right now, we live in a digital world. Everybody now got access to this ball coming from my key again. I know. So, yeah, my people. So you see, it's sad for our country. It's sad where the securities they're fighting among themselves all day. And you know, another thing is this noise pollution. Yeah, this noise pollution in the country is alarming. Esther, sometimes you in the community, you can't rest. You go to the market grounds to buy, you can't. Everywhere you pass, the other person advertising, the other person you get more than 50 megaphones just in one area.
It's so annoying.
It's so annoying.
Especially, it is not everybody that can wake up early in the morning, you know, to go to do stuff.
Then the beginning, I will start moving around again with the speaker, the new thing, advertising the movies.
Going to 7 o'clock, somebody put megaphone on their post. Yeah. They're selling chicken feed, they're selling for selling fish. I mean, disturbing the community. They don't even get bothered by it.
What is girl name again? This Nigerian actress. This Nigerian actress with the heavy yanch. What's her name again? Destiny. Mm-hmm. Yet in the movie, when you buy the movie Destiny, they think what Destiny do to the mayor when you want. I said they're causing noise all in the community.
Why should I even buy that kind of show? Girl? We already has
so man, the thing is serious. Buy a megaphone, buy a data, orange data, Lone Star data. I mean, just from in the morning to the evening. And it's very serious, you know. It's very serious. People need rest in the community when they want to rest, and you're there with noise. How possible is that that person would get rest? Huh? Oh, the thing what Destiny do to the mayor in the movie apart. When I say Destiny will bring her friend in the hall, or friend jump behind a man, and blah 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 blah, all kind of things that will be advertising. Huh? The country here, not small country, Liberia. We know you need to survive, but you can play your megaphone in a moderate tone. Mm-hmm. You can lower it. All right? But you're passing all in the community, they ain't even care. Can you imagine? The other morning, there's a guy, he said the lady went and broke her chip. Mm-hmm. He was passing it around, and this lady was on her way to church. Right. And then, according to him, the lady hit his speaker, and the chip got broken. That boy was brave, Esther, to follow that old man to the church and telling the old man in fist or pay for his chip, she wouldn't enter the church. Serious something I'm telling you. So I got there, I asked. I saw the old man trying to make her way into the church, and this kid just blocking her from entering the church. So I felt that, you know, it was her son, you know, wanted something from her, and she was deprived. So when I got there, I asked, say, what happened? He said, oh man, I said, if you move from in front of the church, Jenna, you will feel bad by yourself. You want to tell me that chip business, you coming to disturb the people in church? Chip? Chip for you to go around and be making noise all in the community? What is so much about the chip? How much is the chip that you embarrassing the entire church? So is the noise, this noise thing, you know, is very serious. Everywhere you pass, generator year 2, generate all the stores there now, they put in a generator also.
When your
The EPA too, they shouldn't stop, because if you want to do this thing, you got to be holistic in doing it. There are cars that are smoking the entire street.
Right.
There are cars that are smoking the entire street. So the EPA too, you need to go after them. You need to go after those cars. You know, the certain area it just polluted. I don't know what is happening. When the inspectors go to these places, they will go and compromise. So at the end of the day, they give rise to it. But it's very serious. I'm in 100 support of this noise in Monrovia. We need to do something about the noise pollution. It's causing serious problem. Experts are telling us that it affects the eardrum. It affects people who have blood pressure. You know, and you can't get good sleep. How you get good sleep when the music is loud to your head? How do you get good sleep? So there's something must be done. Something must be done. And again, folks, the thing that happening with our security people, that we need to pray. We need to pray. I don't know what is happening in the country here. That security just keep fighting amongst themselves. One day we'll wake up in the morning, we'll hear from some kind of checkpoint, the security shooting among themselves. Connor Coleman, the head of the LIS, the fire service, the LDEA Biago, Fitzgerald Biago, Ernest Tapper, you guys need to call your men. You need to call your men. All right? You need to call them, put them information, and tell them that, look, you guys need to demonstrate discipline out there. How policemen will be fighting?
I'm telling you,
Army men, policemen fighting. LDEA men and immigration fighting. What they were fighting for? Somebody were bringing drugs. The LDEA men were trying to catch them. The immigration men said, no, that my friend let pass. That what led them to that fight. Let's get to know the root causes of all of these things happening in our country. But it's sad and it's scaring when you see security people fighting amongst themselves. It doesn't utter well for us as a country. All right? Sad time for us, Liberia. But anyway, let's take few calls. But before we do, we got to get to our comments. Esther is going to read them out, and we'll come back. So if you're watching us, while you're there and watching, just drop your comment. We'll read it for you.
Right. So the comment section, let's see, we have Christian Sigma. He says, a pleasant good morning. Following this intriguing conversation closely from my Capitol building office, Musa A. Sharif says, following you live from New Georgia, Gainesville, Pernicious Junior Bars. He says, I'm watching you from the borough of Newtown. Nelson Zesmo says, I'm watching live from Freeport Community. We have Benu Kamar. She says, good morning, my dear friend and family. Hope you guys are doing great this morning, and the family too. This government is going nowhere. Jawala Plua says, that is so true. Even on the phone, the noise can be so disturbing. Stephen Ibar says, good morning, Freedom Print News family. I'm following the show from Dakar, Senegal. We have Abraham and Allison says, I'm following live. Jonathan K. Baller says, following from the USA. Rebecca Sion says, good morning, Brother Wendell and my beautiful Esther.
Good morning, Becky.
Mom. We have Shiba Kamar says, watching live from Minneapolis, Minnesota. We have Stanley Sharif says, good morning to the peaceful citizens of Buhe Town, Bokba District, Grand Cape County, Western Liberia. I'm Stanley Sharif, watching from Burrillville City, Monrovia, Liberia. Thanks for the update. We have, and he says, why the Liberian people are going to bed with hunger. JMB and his officers or officials are using millions of United States dollars just for their personal benefits. Bakari B. Sherry says, good morning, Freedom FM family. I am following the show from Newtown. After those guys who killed Matthew too. And we have Matthew Chodoble says, he says, I strongly believe most of those guys didn't join the police because they love doing the job. They only joined the police because of the money they would get in the streets from drivers. What a reason. Michelle Deal says, good morning, family. Good morning, Michelle.
Good morning, Michelle.
We have Micah J. Momo says, thank you guys so much. We have Ojuku Davis says, good morning, Freedom FM family. I'm watching you live from ELWA Junction, Pinsville City. Josephine Satya Amwa Amensa says, good morning, my Freedom FM family. So far, we know these are the comments.
Good morning to you, Josephine Satya Amensa. Welcome to the show, Sister Day in the United States. And all of you want to say thanks for your comment. We're about to get to the phone lines to hear from you, our people. You can call us on 0776 104 104 086 500 104, and the female line is 0770 297 016. The WhatsApp line is also active for those of you outside Liberia. Call us on +231 86 500 104. Let me do a happy 18th wedding anniversary for Mr. and Mrs. Olisman T. Brown. You guys are celebrating today 18 years of marriage. I want to say congratulations, Mr. and Mrs. Olisman T. Brown. Thanks for being there together 18 years on the countdown. Let's take you this person. Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Boy?
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Welcome.
Yeah, then I may also say good afternoon to Esther Daku, great boy of Abu Rasta. When I'm doing this unique conversation from point 4 to be flexible and geographical location in Zimbabwe.
Go ahead. Let's hear you.
Yeah, but let me say thank you for the show. So, what you said, I really caught my attention. I'm able to call. When I agree with you, the police really, you need to go on and get him. Why am I saying this, brother Window? Why today we the laboratory we can hear that, oh, brother Window, I thought that would have fighting in the studio. Okay, they're fighting in the studio. Why? And why, Window? Because as a student of government, they say government is a system. We are checking. You know, I don't know what the else people English. Government is a system or a group of an organized people. When you're in order to run the system, you have to be organized. You can be past, yeah, you can be past here, right? Yeah, you know, just when you go over there, we don't have it. No one believe that the chief police for. Then we know. The police were trained for keke and motorbike. We just bring a game of power junction. When you see police, you will give up. But that goes great through. In Yakupo, you will not even find one police officer. The person we know, you know, why one for Memo? Let us condemn it. Let us commit it. When it's condemned, let us condemn it. When I want to say, what to all to Jamawolo or Wakanawolo. You know, the system is not organized, but Jamawolo trying to be organized. Jamawolo, let me say thank you. You know, Ramsey, Palaso, just say to us, Palaso to love, you will relax more. Jamawolo, I want for you to take still action against those that in the habit of always disturbing our ear. Those without we need to rest. Some of how we do it, how also.
Okay.
We'll come on, we need 50 hours left.
That's true. Thank you, Sabu Rasta. Let's talk to this person. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon, Hussein. Welcome to the show. Hussein, are you there?
Yeah, I'm there.
Go ahead.
Yes, let me say good afternoon to you, Esther.
Good afternoon, Hussein.
Yes, thank you so kindly for always having me on the show. This is very important. The two talking points, the one I have to do with this noisy system we have. And it is one of the important things that the authority, those that are responsible to take siege of this matter. You know, in every community, one way or the other, they are affected. People just go down, speak up in the neighborhood, right? I don't know how it's done. So one of those areas that I would recommend, say you and my big brother that I respect a whole lot, one of those renting areas sometimes, either you join me on the farm, but in this field, there's a quiet area in this field as well. Also, those are quiet communities I've been, and I really admire the people way of life in that part of Liberia.
Why you want me to go do that, Hussein?
No, I don't know if your community where you live, you experience Illinois. So those are quiet areas. Those are quiet areas like Diesville, the Pool River, and area on the farm. Yeah, those are quiet areas. My office space also is quiet. So some of these days, people, when you have the time, we can come and have a rest. It's all and it's the noise. Everywhere you go, a lot of noise. Low start meaning low start data. No, you have to survive. We are not looking down on the survivability, but you also have to be aware of other people's peace of mind, right? So, and that we refer to as public nuisance under the law. It is something that you can even sue somebody for, right? I was watching a documentary in the United States. The lady, when she have a program, she from Liberia. She have a program in her neighborhood. She put it on loud. One of the neighbors, the man is American citizen, right? The man have to sue that lady and say his daughter, his 2-year-old daughter, here got affected by the loud sound. You know what I did? She paid over $15,000 in a little child account. So some of those laws are on the book, but to implement them is going to problem. So I hope those authorities are responsible to supervise some of those to take charge, man. Actually, it's really hurting, man.
Thank you.
We want to have a rest. Everybody that's disturbing the neighborhood. That's not a good one.
Thank you, Hussein. Thanks for your contribution. Esther, can you talk to Aliyu?
Right. Let's have you, Aliyu, on the line. Good afternoon, Aliyu from Liberia.
Yeah, good morning, Esther. Good morning, Mr. Dimle. Good morning, Liberia.
Good afternoon from our end, Aliyu.
Yeah. These are interesting topic this morning. Yeah. This issue for me, I'm going to support the government 100% on this issue about the North in the country. This thing they are not good. The Esther in the rural community, you will see people, even when they're selling chicken feed, they will put microphone to their post and things. People get discussing all in the country. You see, the things in the churches. Yeah, like I live between 3 churches, Mr. Nimle. You even passing from that church, you can't hear sound till you enter. You will only see cars passing in the street. But go Liberia when they say Sunday, people knocking jump all over. We the Muslim, when they say fire crying the morning, people calling for prayer. All these things the government has to see what to do. The loss is just too much in the country. You see, even though here we say this thing started from during those days, people used to call for prayer, people used to go to church, knocking, jump and things. But now people have to put stuff to some of these things. It's getting too much. The country too noisy. Anywhere you pass, anywhere you go. So for that, I will support the government 100%. Okay. And today, more justice that went on. You see, Mr. Nimle, every day our president going up and down looking for investors to come to the country to invest so that people can get jobs in the private sector and things. But you see, when this kind of thing happening in the country, who will come in such a country to invest? And thanks to the Liberia National Police for the arrests that were made, and those people should face the law. These things are not good. Again, people will be standing. They have video recording. The time you take me to be doing video recording, why you couldn't take that time to call police? These are some of the things we talk about community policing. Police should be in the various community patrolling. But you take the police and give them to lawmakers, directors, ministers and teams. You pass it around with these people. These people should be able to hire their own private security. You see? I don't think even the AFL and the Liberia National Police even reach 10,000 or 20,000 in the country. So the issue about mob justice, when I saw that thing, I felt so bad. The police need to do more. As Esther said, people are not joining the police to serve. People only joining the security now because they see they able to harass people in the street. Like yesterday, all the guys were asking, we had this police doing any administration. We are administration. They see security apparatus, they were all in the country. Why we didn't see all of these things happening? But see the lawlessness today. Police officer, if even say get one transfer, one share, try to be decent. When you get your labor money, when you clean, you clean. Even when they give you uniform, go and buy one set of uniform. But if everything can be government, why you deal with your salary? Our police need to be clean. Thank you guys for the show. Great discussion.
Thank you, Aliyu Masale. He's our panelist, but not faring too well these few days, and so he's now with us. Let's talk to this person. Good afternoon. Welcome to the show, Edmund.
Yeah, let me say hi to Masale and wish you well. When the anger is in the lane, that is also contributing to what you see happening with the security forces in the country. So people are just angry. When you are driving, somebody takes your car, when you ask, you are in the know what the response that you can get. So that has been transferred to the security as well, because it's quite surprising to see officers fighting over chicken feet when it started. And we laugh with it, but it was getting serious. That was extended now to ESL and police clashing, and citizens clapping for ESL. So serious anger is in the lane. We need to try to see how best we can reduce some of the anger, and all boil down to the difficulties in the living condition of the people. It is often said that I'm angry man, a hungry man is an angry man. The man don't have nothing in your pocket. You're thinking what the next day will bring. So when something happens, they just spark off into tension, and then you go into flame. So that's why it's happening. And this issue that has to do with the noise in the city, those of us who are visually impaired, it's a serious embarrassment for us. You see me in my house, even the radio I'm playing it very low because I have to follow the radio at the same time, listen what is going on around me, because we effectively use our ears because we don't see. So the only way we will know that someone is around, someone is coming closer, and when we're able to listen and hear sound around us. Okay. If I'm in an environment where it is noisy, I'm seriously confused, I don't know what to do, but the way we can do it is to see how best they can be taught to minimize it. But if you completely say you will call it off, that will be creating another problem, because you will not go to the church and say call it off. You can go to the church so they can minimize it, so they can talk to the people and see how best they can be able to reduce some of the noise in the country.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Let's talk to you. Good afternoon. Welcome. Let's hear you. No time. Go ahead. Welcome, Peter. Let's hear you.
I think the discussion is already all good. Yeah, well, let me just say my own input quickly. When it comes to the issue of this motorcycle team, the police are not doing well. They should be even ashamed to see the arresting system. It will not be any remedy to the problem. There are communities in the city that is declared no-fault zone, not because of police restriction, but it is because when you commute there with your motorbike, it's going to be seized, and then we are left at the mercy of those criminals to go and negotiate with them for our property. So then you buy a $800, you charge you $600, you buy your back from them. That's how we are being treated. This bill is getting a full to print. Capital city of a bank capital city like that, the ghettos are taking over. How the city is becoming. It is not for arresting 10 persons, it will not solve the problem. Let the law work for all. Let these people be able to tell all that law. Man, those guys do this thing, this is what the law is going to do to them. And let us see it happening. But those police who are working with those criminals. But we know, if you just come to me now, I will show you everyone that the guy feels that when they see our body, they go back in, and when they see your body, they will never go to it. They know what the guys are, they know the heart out, they know what the state of life, they know what they can carry in. So we don't see what the police are doing as, a remedy. We just see them as part of the problem that they are helping us. We take the police to be the brother of those criminals who can harass us, kill us, and take
Thank you, Peter. Let's talk to you. Let's bring in this person. Good afternoon.
Yeah, welcome.
Yeah, welcome to the show.
Yeah, this is the company for public motor. I said the reason I made it for the doors when they go you know happy. Number 1% the police. The police for the son for cash. When they get a video of when they not investigate our police, I play one of our cash castle. Number 2, the government and the government say well they also wait this way they will not extend. That is a bit noisy. So the laws in the country. Every day will swing the police, every day will swing the president. So you must extend laws well as so laws can be there.
Okay. This person, good afternoon from Liberia. This caller from overseas. Hello.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening. Your name and where you join us from?
Cause I just need your help this morning, and I have a dream, and I'm just crying. I just wake up from sleep and crying. My husband is right here. Oh, can you please text me Elder Boss here mama on my phone right now? I want to speak to him privately about this dream that I had about open. I'm shaking. I'm just from my sleep crying. So I need somebody to know what to talk to them privately. It's confidential, please.
Okay, I'll call you back after the show and get you the number. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Let's take cue this person. She's crying. According to her, she has a terrible dream to share. But let's talk to this person. Hello.
Yeah, good afternoon, Wundia and Princess.
Welcome. Let's hear you.
Yeah, I'm Peter Tavika, so I call from under the street light in Washington. Thank you for the fascinating discussion. You know, Wundia, the issue regarding to more violence in the country, I think everything boils down to the full governance system that has been instituted by Joseph Imam Wakai and his cabinet ministers. You see, in a community, when these guys see people back and order and a material for people, you can't have the police station, the next day you see them and the outside and the gun fighting in a very competitive. So that's what these are the reasons that resulted into those. That's what they say now. I just decided to take the law into their hands. When you see money, you get an opportunity, the more the person to death. So you don't believe the people, and the government is the one that should be blamed. Because it's lesser justice and the justice are being instituted by just the Imam Wakai government, and is the one that resulting into this particular outlaw and an anarchical environment that they created in our society. So government need to upgrade their system. They will be on top of their game. They cannot have a criminal who goes speed bike. You know, I'm what motorbike is a call for, cell phone and other material. You line that in and that can bottom on you and steal material from you.
Thank you. Let's leave it there. Esther, take the few comments. Let's go. We're not taking any more calls. Let's read a few comments we have. Remember, you stop from Josephine, I think, and there. Right.
We have Sylvester Kuhn says, good morning, my Freedom FM family. I'm watching live from Basel community. We have Sharif. Kang Basan says, good afternoon. I am Siafa Kambasa watching from Liberia, Cape Muff, Kinjor. I think it was to say Cape Mount, Kinjor. Sylvester Kuhn again says, if they don't use the microphone, they will still use their mouth to make noise. We can manage that one. Edmo Kai says, good afternoon. I am Edmo, you gotta come again. I don't know. I don't understand what you wrote. We have Sylvester Kuhn. He says those microphone or those megaphone that people are using to make noise in the city is a gift from China to Liberia. It's one of the MOU that Bwaga signed with China. I will laugh. And Siafar again says, so what will we do about those who have their entertainment area? It is important we stop the noise all around because those who have their entertainment center make a lot of noise because they play very loud music. So now these are all.
Okay, so folks, let me just squeeze in this caller. Let me squeeze you in. Hello?
Yeah,
She already got a number. Don't worry.
You got the news?
Yeah, don't worry. I think she's concerned. She's concerned about the former president. I know. She already got the number. I texted the number already. All right. Thank you too. Thank you too for listening. All right, folks. We want to say thanks to all of you for watching. Thanks for listening. Those of you who sat there and just played the listening role, want to say thank you. Keep playing the Win Liberia cash giveaway. Marley is about to come back here to give out 5,000 Liberian dollars to you. So keep playing. The more you play, you stand a better chance. 50 LD or 25 cents USD puts you in a better position to win for yourself $5,000. The code to die is *255 double hatch. All right. My name is Wendell Nimna. And Esther was here. We'll be back here tomorrow with the midweek edition of the show from the Print News. Until then, take care and do have a pleasant Tuesday. Bye-bye.